We are pleased to welcome, both in person and virtually, the candidates, faculty, administration, and staff of Stevens Institute of Technology, along with the family and friends of our graduating students. Today, we honor and celebrate the class of 2021. We begin the program with a video representing the ceremonial procession of our candidates.
Not one of us is who we were 4 years ago. Although the diploma still says Steve, we barely fill out these grown-up clothes. How can something so close approach so slow? Think back to romanticizing today, those distant promises we look to in youth. Now, tomorrow morning, we will all wake to discover new choices. Which song should we play? Maybe you'll choose to sing to yourself. Maybe you'll let people listen for free. Maybe you'll improvise power and wealth. For every encore exists a farewell. You're as much the crowd as you are the performer. You're equally critic as you are trustee. You'll be the boss and still you'll take orders. But among all these things, when it's cold, you'll be warmer. You're you, and that's all you need to be. As you walk forward, strut passionately. Armed with our spirits and our degrees, Stevens, we thank you. And now we are free.
Please rise as we welcome to the stage the administration of Stevens Institute of Technology, including President Nariman Farvardin, today's commencement speaker, Dr. Alan Goodman, Provost Christophe Pierre, Board of Trustee member Joseph de Pompeo, all led by the Faculty Marshal, Dr. Edward Storr.
Hello, my name is Edward Storr, and as Faculty Marshal, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 149th commencement ceremony of Stevens Institute of Technology. Today we are celebrating graduates from the Stevens School of Business. Each degree candidate has worked diligently to attain the goal that will be realized in today's ceremony. We begin with the singing of the national anthem, pre-recorded by members of the President's Ensemble. We ask everybody, wherever you may be, to please rise as you are able.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Will the candidates and audience please be seated? Please welcome to the podium the 7th President of Stevens Institute of Technology, Nariman Farvardin.
Thank you very much, Dr. Storr. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, family members, faculty, members of the administration, and distinguished guests, I am so delighted that we are able to conduct our commencement ceremony today in person. You may know that this is the 6th commencement ceremony that we are attending this year, and I feel that my level of energy and enthusiasm about these events keeps going up as I attend additional ceremonies. So just to test whether you're awake and the intensity of your enthusiasm, I am going to offer you a most enthusiastic good morning. I need better than that. Good morning. Yes. This is the kind of energy I expect from this crowd. Class of 2021. Today you become graduates of Stevens Institute of Technology. I offer you my own warm, sincere, and most enthusiastic congratulations. You've earned the right to celebrate this momentous and hard-won achievement. Your families are proud of you, your faculty are proud of you, and I am proud of you. And I offer you my most enthusiastic congratulations. This past year has undoubtedly been a time of tremendous disruption and generation-defining change. You've proven yourself to be adaptable, tenacious, and resilient in the face of many unexpected challenges and adversities. And you have for sure persevered. Your time at Stevens has shaped the person you are today, but you now are equipped to shape your future. You have the education, the experience, the wisdom, and the determination to overcome whatever obstacles you may get in your way. When you face those obstacles in the future, think back to those challenges you faced during the last few years, and in particular during the past 15 months. Those difficult problems, those demanding professors, those classes that challenged you. And now, look at where you are today. Think of the toolkit that helped you through those difficult situations. Perseverance, hard work, support from family, friends, and faculty, whatever it took to make it to today. You will rely on those very same tools over and over again throughout your life. Like the 50,000 distinguished Stevens graduates before you, you are well prepared to recognize and take advantage of all the world will offer you in your professional and personal lives, to identify and solve the thorny problems we face as a society, and there is plenty of those, and to be the next generation of pioneers, technology innovators, and global citizens that our world needs so very much. Whatever your future holds, I am sure of one thing: you will step up to any challenge and create a better future for all of us. Thank you. Thank you for all you've done to make Stevens a better place during your time at our university. I look forward to seeing you on campus as a proud member of the class of 21 soon, and hopefully often thereafter. And lastly, and most importantly, once again, congratulations on your tremendous achievement. Always remember that you are a lifelong member of the Stevens family. Thank you very much.
Please welcome to the podium the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Christophe Pierre.
Good morning, everyone. Members of the Board of Trustees, President Farvardin, faculty, staff, students, families, friends, and guests, and most importantly, students from the School of Business. It is really an honor and a pleasure to share this happy occasion with you. After more than 1 year of upheaval, I can say it is truly wonderful to be here, to be able to celebrate with you in person. We're very proud of you, and we know that you've worked very hard to reach these important milestones. As the Chief Academic Officer of Stevens, I applaud the drive and commitment that brought you to this moment, not to mention the determination it took you to complete your degree and plan the next phase of your life during the unprecedented disruption caused by the pandemic. I'm confident that you're going to succeed and that you're going to continue the traditions of leadership and achievement that have distinguished Stevens alumni across the generations. And I would like to ask you to reflect on some of the people who have guided you and inspired you during your time at Stevens. And here I'm referring in particular to our talented faculty members. Our professors are driving Stevens forward, building its reputation as a university dedicated to the development of knowledge and the application of technology toward addressing complex challenges and contributing to human progress. This reputation is really part of the legacy that you're going to carry with you as you step forward to make your mark on the world. So I'm asking you that you stay connected to your professors and mentors and that you build on that legacy. With this in mind, I think it is quite fitting to take a few moments to recognize our faculty award winners for the past academic year. And this year, we're pleased to present Suran Manucheri, the chair of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, with an honorary Master of Engineering degree from Stevens. And then we have several other faculty members whom we are honoring with awards, and they are as follows. Brandon Englot from the Department of Mechanical Engineering for the Research Excellence Award. Antonia Zafiriou from the Department of Biomedical Engineering for the Early Career Award for Research Excellence. Honjung Wang from the Department of Biomedical Engineering for the Jess Davis Memorial Award for Research Excellence. Leslie Brunel from the Department of Civil, Environmental, and Ocean Engineering for the Henry Morton Distinguished Teaching Professor Award. Patricia Muisener from the Department of Chemistry and Chemical Biology for the Alexander Crombie Humphreys Distinguished Teaching Associate Professor Award. Lindsay Cormack from the College of Arts and Letters for the Award for Excellence in Online Teaching. And Dibiendu, or Dibs, as we know him, Sarkar, from the Department of Civil, Environmental, and Ocean Engineering for the Award for Distinguished University Service. So I am proud that these outstanding teachers and scholars and really all of their colleagues provided you with a first-rate education at the graduate level. And in just a little while, you're going to be officially recognized as part of a very select group, Stevens alumni, and like generations of graduates before you, you have proven yourselves, especially this past year, to be resilient, talented, and dedicated. So I wish you very much success in all your future endeavors. And members of the class of 2021, congratulations, and my best wishes to you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Provost Pierre. At this point, I am pleased to introduce our commencement speaker for today's ceremony, Dr. Alan Goodman, 6th President of the Institute of International Education, an organization that promotes the exchange of scholars and students, rescues scholars, students, and artists from persecution, displacement, and crises, conducts research on international academic mobility, and administers the Fulbright program sponsored by the United States Department of State, as well as more than 200 other corporate, government, and privately sponsored programs. Dr. Goodman is a member of the Council on Foreign Relations, a founding member of the World Innovation Summit for Education, and serves on the selection committees for the Rhodes and Schwarzman Scholar and the Wise and Yeadon Prizes. He also serves on the Council for Higher Education Accreditation International Quality Group Advisory Council and the Board of Trustees of the Education Above All Foundation. Dr. Goodman is the recipient of honorary degrees from Canadian, European, Japanese, United Kingdom, and the United States universities, and has received decorations for his work in promoting educational exchange and scholar rescue from the governments of France, Germany, and Norway. A renowned scholar, Dr. Goodman's books on international relations are published by Princeton, Harvard, and Yale University presses. He has served at the Department of State and the Central Intelligence Agency. Dr. Goodman, for your impressive body of scholarly work, commitment to promoting international education, and heroic rescue of scholars in jeopardy, we hereby award you the Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa.
Joseph Di Pompeo, member of the Board of Trustees of Stevens Institute of Technology, will now confer the honorary degree, and Provost Christophe Pierre will present the doctoral diploma.
By virtue of the authority vested in the trustees of Stevens Institute of Technology, and on their behalf, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa, and admit you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
So why don't we move it over there so they can take it over there?
Your diplomas are going to be just as nice. And the picture's better.
Terrific. Made me smile. The podium is
Thank you. Good morning. It's a good way to start things. Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you. Almost nobody remembers a commencement speech. Don't worry. But I'll remember this one, because this is the first time in maybe 100 speeches in 15 months that I am actually speaking in front of not a computer screen. So this is the first live performance. It's probably your first live performance in such a large assembly. And I think it's a day in the life of this pandemic that none of us will ever forget. And it's an honor and a privilege for me to be part of your class and to be part of this day and to get a degree from an Institute of Technology. As Nariman knows, my wife and daughter both have degrees from the other Institute of Technology, the one up in Massachusetts somewhere. And when I go home tonight with my Stevens diploma, I will have a little bit of a sense that I have caught up to the great loves of my life who are far smarter than I am, because I will have a degree from an Institute of Technology. Thank you. The first time I came to your campus was shortly after the president was in office, and he wanted to engage us to help think about internationalization strategies for Stevens. And our offices then were at the United Nations, and Hoboken seemed like it was a foreign trip. So I arranged to get to campus a little bit early, and I thought I would have a walk around, but there was a torrential downpour, and there was walking was not on, but I took refuge in your library. And at the time, I hope it's still there was a fabulous exhibit of all that Stevens engineering and science had done to improve the state of our world. And I remember taking some notes, and I found them thinking about this speech and my visit today, and I wrote down 3 words: email and bubble wrap, because they were invented here at Stevens, and they're what got us through the pandemic. I know vaccinations are important and we'll all get them, but how would we have survived without bubble wrap? This is the 12th pandemic in IIE's history. We were founded in the middle of the Spanish influenza in 1919, and just a couple of lessons. One, even during the worst of pandemics, global educational exchange continues. Even during this one, we had 4,000 Fulbrighters going in all different directions, because education and the exchange and the opportunity to study in each other's countries was so very important. We also know that when pandemics end, there will be a surge, the kind of surge we like, of even more international students wanting to come here and even more of our students wanting to go abroad. So at IIE, we're getting ready for that surge. And we also know that each pandemic teaches us that science actually saves us. When this one began, I remembered that Albert Camus, one of my favorite authors, winner of the Nobel Prize for Literature, had written a book about a plague, La Peste. He wrote it maybe 10 years before he received the Nobel Prize. And I thought it would probably be a good thing to reread it, because there was some wisdom there that maybe would help us through this pandemic. Part of the book was familiar to me because it's about a doctor in a small village who realizes that the way out of the pandemic is through science, engineering, and sanitation. And he faced a lot of obstacles. It's a very old theme, from Thucydides to Ibsen to Camus. In the midst of pandemics, people initially don't want to listen to science, don't want to apply best engineering practices. But they did in the book, and we're doing it now. The part of the book that I forgot was a dialogue between the village doctor and a neighbor who kept peppering the doctor with questions. What would it take for us to get through this pandemic? And the doctor simply said, compassion. And the villager said, what does that mean? The doctor replied, doing your job. All through this pandemic, you did your job. You pursued your degree, your faculty taught you, and the university stayed open. There have been a lot of pandemics in human history, and one of the first things to close in a pandemic is a university. But you didn't do that. Your job of education, service, and research as students, as faculty, as administration persisted all through this pandemic. We learned to pivot. We learned to teach differently. But most of all, we learned to keep universities open and ongoing. You're graduates of the business school. I heard a speech the other day from head of MasterCard who said, if you don't know how as a business to digitize, no matter how big or how small, you're dead. And the work you did, this class did, and others at Stevens to help local merchants switch from being a store to a digital presence, to being a restaurant, to deliveries, is a hugely important lesson for what you have just studied and for what this institution represents. Science, digitization, members of this class and others are now helping to develop a local business plan for recovery. You helped to create the telehealth website that helped New Jerseyans figure out where they could get tested and now where they can get a vaccine. So no matter what you studied, the fact that this great university was open and you were connected to the community is also part of doing the job that you did. And now your gift, the Stevens Initiative gift to my world, is the curated database of those courses and hybrid instruction methods, K through 12 and into higher ed, that scholars and teachers everywhere in the world can access and have the benefit of what you learned for the time we face the next one. So staying on the job is what you did through the pandemic, and as President Farvardin said, tomorrow morning when you get up and think about what you're going to do next, the most important thing you could do is show that compassion of your Stevens education, your ingenuity, apply science and learning, and stay on the job wherever it may take you. And perhaps that's a good way, in conclusion, to reflect on your school's motto. Through adversity to the stars. It's on the seal. We certainly have learned and taught a lot about adversity these years. But you also know how to navigate. You also know how to make a difference. And with your help, we will get to the stars, cross the finish line of this pandemic, and continue to make the blessings of this country and this great institution available to the whole world. I'm deeply privileged to have a few minutes with you today and to be part of your class. Thank you very much.
It is now time to award the candidates for master's degrees. The degrees will be conferred by Trustee Joseph Di Pompeo and presented by Provost Christophe Pierre.
I'm back, and I'm going to ask all the degree candidates to please rise. Please rise. All of you. Very good. So, On behalf of the faculty of Stevens Institute of Technology, I present to you these candidates who have satisfactorily completed all the requirements for the academic degrees, which I now ask you to confer upon them. Members of this group are recommended as candidates for the degrees of Master of Science, Master of Technology Management, Master of Business Administration, or Executive Master of Business Administration, as indicated in the program. I therefore ask you to confer upon each of them the appropriate degree with such distinction as merited.
By virtue of the authority vested in the trustees of Stevens Institute of Technology, and on their behalf, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Science, Master of Technology Management, Master of Business Administration, or Executive Master of Business Administration, and with such distinction as you have merited, and admit you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Graduates may be seated. Please note, graduates, that the marshals will direct you to the stage at the appropriate time. When approaching the stage, please bring your diploma cover with you. For everyone's safety, guests and students may not approach the stage to take pictures. Graduates, we ask that you refrain from taking pictures of any kind from the stage and return to your seats after receiving your diploma to honor your classmates. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, please welcome to the podium the Dean of the School of Business.
Good morning. I'm Gregory Prastakos, Dean of the School of Business, your Dean. I am pleased to welcome to the stage the candidates from the School of Business who have completed all requirements for the degrees of Master of Science, Master of Technology Management, Master of Business Administration, and Executive Masters in Business Administration.
Marcia Cordicopa. Hinal Gala. Devanshi Desai. Tigran Margarian. Janit Modi. Abhijit Baisan. Chavi Kumar. Shashank Madisto. Aditya Kulkarni. Andrew Rakowski. Christopher Senti. Elizabeth Santi. Mary Kimmel. Magishri Shendi. Lokesh Jain. Nimita Vadvani. Sarah Hain. Seth Mongrese. Carlos Urbina. Andrew Silvas. Shraddhan Mayak. Sijung Wang. Farisha Hossain. Sulis Sugidan. Ankit Ahedava. Keval Kohadi. Varnika Salemat. Shriram Kashyap. Adnan Momin. Chicheng Zhang. Tong Diu. Warren Zoe. Shrita Kalam. Siravam Lachapati. Damari Krishnamurti. Hush Vadua. Iwei Chang. Forner Francesco. Giovanni Scalzotto. Vatsal Mehta. Shiva Ram Bandavi. Ruhan Dusa. Ishwarya Dutt. Jared Poveromo. Tusha Derwar. Kartik Pakit. Tian Ray Wang. Winchell Liu. Pirishab Kasset. Vishnu Sharda. Vinod Raman Pachipaluso. Hempeng Wang. Tian Yu Yuan. Teha Lu. Xiangzhou. Kritika Kamish Kamajamyani. Leha Pretash. Satar Singh. Ashwarya Kandalum. Tianjan Shi. Simrin Jeriwala. Ayushi Hemant Gandhi. Govinda Gindovia. Manan Patel. Mahik Chaudhary. Karen Cho. Bion Gao. Kuei-Yu Lee. Daniel Houston. Xin-Chi Jua. Chin-Chi Lu. Huiyang Zhuang. Rama Shelke. Marco Rosado. Mitchell Haddad. Mohammed Nazir. Aishwarya Ray. Charlene May. Ian Blakesley. Thomas Sefeli. Suyash Zaragar. Caitlin Prasnick. Melissa Edith Shelzo. Frank Lacastro. Brendan Krupa. Ishani Ashar. Laura Murphy. John Jackham. Joseph Stewart. Peyton Reiser. Christopher Onye Bene. Nicholas Gionis. Nayan Sarkar. Raj Mahajan. Gavit Shah. Vapup Singh. Carolina Creamer. Jandini Kandan. Ashley Rose Lynn. Michael Junta. Debanjana Saha. Yunping Lee. Jiaqing Wang. Adrian Victoria Vera. Megan Falkowski. Gobuj Baberia. Niksha Dioja. Poonam Barton. Sunita Seto. Renee Giacobbe. Umika Patel. Yuki Hom. Renee Cooper. Jennifer Mormillo. Zenya Kaprowski. Frank Joseph Karate IV. Sarah Vicente. Nicholas Bentrone. Monan Bart. Akash Rami. Yug Patel. Daniel Karate. Stanley Rosario. John Kalajian. Kofi Otio Achampon. Buja Kalra. Spencer Cook. Javen Park. Steven Silva. Ziu Ma. Zhao Yizhong. Futi Liu. Devon Cleveland Armstrong. Ramu Chikiao. Tani Odaimi. Brianne Mary Kane. Bhakti Prakash Dalvi. Sparsha Gowda. Michelle Andre. Annika Urande. Jackie Gua. Yuning Yang. Zi Wang. Sim Sachdeva Herbst. Carrie Jo. Jaslyn Shu. Valeria Meneses Espinoza. Sushan Rajenda Kuban. Ankita Raut. Stephanie Garino. Jigisha Rator. Ziziachi Shu. Aditya Sunavni. Abhishek Singh. Aditya Shenoy. Ashi Todri. Simran Parton. Avishak Maitra. Hetul Shah. Naman Jagani. Shiraz Beta. Shveya Bhargava. Prem Jitendra Patel. Sahaj Shukla. Vinay Mukesh Balani. Ashima Munjala. Yash Joshi. Mariam Mina. John Craigie. Ashwarya Sangu. Binal Dakshini. Chavi Kumar. Akash Sehegun. Nathan Hazarani. Swaraj Krishna. Saga Tenna. Eduardo Matos. Sparj Aurora. Agat Saderi. Homa Delami. Muja Patel. Pranay Bandari. Saloni Kapoor. Alta Manjenda. Douglas Anthony Tamaro. Lauren Tenza. Ramya Sudhakar. Kevin Bharat Shah. Sandeep Kumar Matati. Vidushi Samir Desai. Pagel Portorial. Janice Miranda. Sunali Kamli. Harita Nair. Vuku Balaji Nikita. Arun Krishnasamy. Sai Shyam Nandakumar. Ajit Paredat. Sai Amulya Kopala. Venkata Srimant Venakanti. Raj Kumar. Shetej Rai. Devakalmani. Kavya Shri Mandaluni. Shlujin Jadrov. Angelo Campos Geraldo. Haj Dev. Sweta Sin Chandi. Pradik Suden Moulier. Rohan Shah. Haj Shetty. Sudarshan Dasreddy. Jue Ming. Hai Ying Dong. Denisha Manviger. Ming Yu Son. Yves Fanciet. Shen Jiaopang. Rohan Kadu. Hario Mehta. Yash Johan. Vinita Irulin. Wei Chenxiao. Ina Zhou. Zhu Mei Gao. Buan Shori Karki. Ming Hao Kong. Spew and Zim. Ming Shi Ji. Swati Shirienaver. Sai Sai Moa. Kaval Simi. Zubin Pitawala. Sunny Sheldon Nair. Ramesh Krishnan Balasubramani. Uzhou Jiang. Chuen Chen. Harish Kyle. Buvwana Valenki. Zhou Yuduo. Jun Yi Mi. Haydem Dehermadigai. Chris Shelley Banapada. Nixon Abraham. Anirudh Ragamin. Karu Zhang. Fang Shu Wu. Lin Ao. Hu Yuelin. Brachi Yivlek. Daksh Desai, Shelly Palik, Nirali Kakkar, Badwini Sapri, Drashti Patel, John Sotsatia, Sichi Chang, Larry Gao, Yash Mehendal, Buvar Kopker, Liam McMurtry, Zhong Wang, Ray Chiao, Amal Patel, Malvaka Reddy Kandi, Pritika Lakshmiratan, Rajan Mahido, Shrey Shadriya, Mindya, Ranlio, Siddharth Rajiv Padankar, Aditit Parab, Adita Ravichandran, Nishika Jain, Rachit Jain, Pratik Patel, Manvi Sharma, Patamish Sherki, Rohan Manuj Patel, Akash Paruleka, Meghna Yalmad, Ishan Desai, Kanish Shah, Pinakani Salmon. Ratri Pavar. Nicholas Elliott. Avanish Ganduli. Braniel Balsa. Saloni Wertak. Vishal Kuraganti. Chigi Sharatar. Melissa Lambor. Abhishek Barap. Apurva Parti. Ashley Marie Chiller. Ali Al-Anbaki. Sugana Bargavi Bonta. Lillian Bueno Gattel. Ji Chen. Homa Delami. Theodosius Demetriosopoulos. Travis Elder. Zachary Fabry. Xing Fang. Thomas Fryer. Kanvi Gandhi. Jime Gao. Chao He. Nicholas Herring. Suyash Jawadekar. Neth Karunamuni. Isaac Katz. Philip Kraus. Jun Liu Liederman. Shuao Li. Yating Liu. Rui Mei. Yanran Min. Muhammad Nazir. Haitang Ning. Parija S. Patel. Randy Patrick. Tong Chiao. Helena Samantha Rivera Hidalgo. Giovanni Scalzotto. Kavit Jirish Shah. Shubham Shrivastava. Vaibhav Singh, Mingyu Sun, Paritaben Y. Vakaria, Vijay Vasu, Yang Wang, Ying Wang, Wijun Wen, Jiasen Zhang, Tiani Yang, Yuan Yong, Zeshu Yang, Yi Yi, Tianyun Yuan, Justin Zabak, Yue Chang, Zhaoyang Zhang, Han Zhu. Please welcome back to the podium Board Member Joseph DiPompeo, representing the Stevens Alumni Association.
As a fellow Stevens alumnus and on behalf of the more than 50,000 Stevens graduates around the world, I want to extend our enthusiastic congratulations to all of you and to all the families, friends, and fellow alumni who are here with us today. Congratulations to the class of 2021. We wish you the very best of luck. We know that you will earn and enjoy great success, and we welcome you as our newest and lifelong members of the Stevens Alumni Associations. Congratulations again.
To close today's ceremony, please welcome the Faculty Marshal, Edward Storr.
We will conclude our ceremony today with the staging and singing of the Alma Mater previously recorded by the President's Ensemble. We ask the audience to please refrain from leaving and stay in their seats until the platform party has left the stage and the venue. The graduates will then leave the venue by going out the doors to the right of the stage, and the audience will leave through the main lobby. Thank you all for attending the 149th Stevens Institute of Technology commencement ceremony, and congratulations to all of you who have become Stevens alumni today.